Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will start about the mole concept. And in this lesson our objective is to define relative atomic mass, define relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass is denoted by AR, and then define relative molecular mass MR, as well as calculate relative molecular mass and formula mass by adding relative atomic masses of elements. So this is our lesson, and these are our today's objectives that we will study in this lesson. And we will study that what is meant by relative atomic mass and how it is different from an atomic mass. So as you know that a carbon atom, which is 6 into 12, 6 its atomic number and 12 its atomic mass. It means that it has how many protons? It has protons in it 6. How many electrons in it? Electrons are also 6, and neutrons are 12 minus 6. Answer will be 6. So relative atomic mass is relative atomic mass of any atom is the number of times the mass of one atom of an element is greater than 1 over 12 of the mass of one carbon 12 atom. Talking about the relative atomic mass, its definition is when we are comparing the mass of any of the atom of an element with 1 by 12 the mass of a carbon 12 atom. So how much it is greater than that uh, element mass, means that carbon 12 element mass, uh, this is known as its atomic mass, and it can be written in the form of mathematical expression or in the form of an expression relative atomic mass equals to mass of one atom of an element compared with mass of 1 over 12 of an atom of carbon 12. Means the isotope of carbon which has the atomic mass 12 is used as a you may say that the basic unit for the comparison um, of for the comparison with the other atoms of elements to find their relative atomic mass. So a relative atomic mass is denoted by a symbol that we had earlier seen, that this symbol is AR. Relative atomic mass is denoted by this symbol. And if we are going to observe that how the atomic masses of any of elements can be found, or by this comparison how can we able to find the masses, just like we can say that one atom of magnesium is 12 times heavier than 1 over 12 of an atom of carbon 12, because if we are finding the 1 over 12 of a carbon 12 atom, so 1 over 12 multiplied by 12 and it is coming a 1 unit, means that it is of 1 unit. So if the mass of magnesium is coming 12, it means that it is 12 times heavier than this. And if talking about the silicon, and the silicon has magnesium atomic mass is 24 and it is 24 times heavier than carbon 12. Similarly, if talking about neon, and neon is 10 20, means its atomic mass is 20, so it is 20 times heavier than 1 by 12 of the carbon 12 atom. And in this way the other elements, just like if talking about nitrogen, and nitrogen, one atom of nitrogen has nitrogen one atom of nitrogen has 14 atomic mass. It means that it is 14 times heavier than the mass of 1 by 12 of an atom of carbon 12. Now we can write different elements and their masses, just like I had already described about the nitrogen, about the neon. Similarly, you can talk about hydrogen. So hydrogen atomic mass is 1, and atomic mass we can write atomic mass. So hydrogen atomic mass is 1. It means that it has the same mass, or it has the same mass as 1 by 12 the carbon 12 atom. And if we want to write for oxygen, so oxygen has atomic mass 32. Talking about chlorine, so chlorine has atomic mass 35.5. Why this atomic mass is not a whole number? Why this atomic mass is not a whole value or whole number value? Why it isn't in whole number? That we had already discussed in our previous lessons when we were learning about the atomic structure, over there we had learned that this is because of isotopic abundance, means that due to the presence of isotopes this value comes to us. So we can say that uh, this is because this is because elements exist as a mixture of isotopes. So, those mixtures of isotopes are responsible for these decimal values or these values that are not coming in whole numbers. For example, we can take a common example that we had already discussed in atomic structure, that we have a no, we will proceed with chlorine that has 35.5 atomic mass. So we will discuss it that how 35.5 comes. So as we are all aware that chlorine exist in two isotopes. So, chlorine mainly exists in nature in two isotopic forms. One is chlorine 35. Chlorine 35 is chlorine 17 atomic number and 35 atomic mass. And chlorine 37. It means that the second one, this one, chlorine 37, is chlorine 17 atomic number with 37 atomic mass. Now, by this technique, you will learn in A level that how can we find out the percentage of or isotopic abundance of these isotopes by using mass spectrometry. So over here we will just write that chlorine 37, that chlorine 37 exists or is forming 25%, and chlorine 35 is made up of 75% of chlorine. Means if we had 100 atoms of chlorine, if we have 100 atoms of chlorine in a sample, chlorine in a 100 atoms of chlorine in a sample. So out of those 100 atoms, out of these 100 atoms, 75 atoms are of chlorine 35, while 25 atoms are of chlorine 37. So we will use this information in order to calculate the relative atomic mass of chlorine. As we know that the relative atomic mass is equals to percentage abundance of chlorine 35 plus percentage abundance of chlorine 37. So percentage abundance of chlorine 35 plus percentage abundance of chlorine 37, but each percentage abundance will be multiplied by its atomic mass. Atomic mass. Atomic mass, percentage abundance of chlorine 37 multiplied by its atomic mass, then percentage abundance of chlorine 35 multiplied by its atomic mass. So we are writing percentage abundance of chlorine 35 is 75% multiplied by its atomic mass is 35 plus percentage abundance of chlorine 37 is 25% and its atomic mass is 37. Now percentage can be written in the form of the fraction 75 over 100 multiplied by 35 plus 25 over 100 multiplied by 37. When we are going to simplify these two terms, so we will get our answer, that is 26.25, and when we will simplify this one 25 over 100 multiplied by 37, we will get 9.25 our answer. 26 plus 9, answer will be 35, and 0.25 plus 0.25, answer will be 0.50, which can be written as 35.5. So this calculation shows us that relative atomic mass of chlorine is in decimal form. It doesn't mean that it consists of it doesn't mean that it consists of proton or of neutron, but we found that this is because of isotopic abundance of elements. So elements exist in isotopic form, and these relative atomic masses because of those masses or those isotopic abundance. Now our second objective was define relative atomic relative molecular mass relative molecular mass. So how can we able to define the relative molecular mass? The relative molecular mass of an element or a compound, because elements are also exist in the form of the molecules, so we can also calculate their relative molecular mass. Over here we can write that it can relative molecular mass of an element or a compound is the mass of a molecule compared compared to 1 by 12 the mass of one atom of carbon 12. Similar to the relative atomic mass, but there is a change. Instead of atoms of element, we will use the mass of a molecule. Relative molecular mass of an element or a compound is the mass of a molecule compared to the 1 by 12 the mass of one atom of carbon 12, and its expression can be written in the form like relative molecular mass, relative molecular mass equals to mass of one molecule, mass of one molecule of an element, or it can be of a compound, divided by mass of 1 by 12 of an atom of carbon 12. So this is the expression which is used to calculate the relative atomic mass of relative molecular mass of a molecule. Also, the second objective consists of the calculation of relative molecular masses of a molecule. So relative molecular mass of a molecule is the sum of masses of all the atoms of elements present in it. So we can calculate the relative molecular mass by adding the relative atomic mass of each atom of element present in the molecule. Relative molecular mass can be calculated by adding the relative atomic masses of all the atoms of elements present in it. For example, if we can get the example of ethanoic acid, which is CH3 COOH. Now its MR will be equal to the sum of atomic masses of all the elements. How many carbon atoms do we have? 2 carbon atoms. Plus how many hydrogen atoms do we have? 4 hydrogen atoms. And how many oxygen atoms do we have? 2 oxygen atoms. Now by looking at the periodic table, one atom of carbon, its relative atomic mass is 12, and hydrogen relative atomic mass is 1, while oxygen relative atomic mass is 16. So 12 twos are 24, plus 4 ones are 4, plus 16 twos are 32, and when we are adding it, 24 plus 4, 28, plus 32, answer will be 60. One oxygen atom one oxygen atom has mass number 16, but oxygen molecule has MR equals to 32. Now, relative formula mass refers to the ionic compounds. Relative formula mass refers to the ionic compounds. We can take the example of ionic compounds as well, just like uh, hydrated copper 2 sulfate CuSO4 dot 5H2O. We can take this example, and this is a hydrated copper 2 sulfate, where we have to look for the number of atoms that are present in this molecule. We have one copper atom. How many sulfur atoms? One sulfur atom. How many oxygen? 5 is multiplying with this. 5 ones are 5 plus 4 oxygen, 9 oxygen atoms. And how many hydrogen atoms? 5 twos are 10 hydrogen atoms. As we know that one copper atom atomic relative atomic mass is 64 plus sulfur is 32 plus oxygen relative atomic mass is 16 and hydrogen is 1. So 64 multiplied by 1, 64 plus 32 times 1, 32, 16 nines are 144 plus 10 ones are 10. Now if we are going to add all these numbers, then our answer will be 250. In this way we can calculate the relative formula mass and relative atomic mass of the elements. Hope you understand all those concepts that are taught in this lesson. See you in the next video. Allah Hafiz.